Welcome to In the Loop, the Walton Chamber of Commerce podcast, where we share the stories, ideas, and people helping our business community grow and thrive. We dive into conversations that keep you informed, inspired, and connected. Let's jump in for today's episode. Today's episode is a special one. We're bringing you conversations with the award winners from our 78th Annual Chamber Banquet that was held in January, an evening where we celebrate leadership, service, and impact being made across our business community. In the interviews ahead, you'll hear directly from individuals and organizations who were recognized for going above and beyond in Walton County. Their stories reflect the heart of the community and the relationships that help them thrive. We are here with our Ambassador of the Year, Miss Kerry Welch. Woo! First, congratulations.
Thank you.
When you heard your name called, what went through your mind?
It was exciting, right? You're winning an award, so that's exciting. And then it was like, oh no, I have to walk up in front of all these people from the very back of the room. So honestly, after the excitement, it was, oh, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall.
Yes.
And I didn't, so.
Yes, you did it. You did good. You did good. All right. In a minute or less, your elevator version. Tell our listeners what you do and who you serve.
All right. Well, everything feels urgent. Nothing is clear. Decisions stack up. Direction disappears. Your business feels heavy. You're stuck in that mess. I help bring focus to cut through that stress. So I help usually small and mid-sized business owners to really understand what matters in business, what steps to take so that they can move forward with freedom, control, and structure. I do that in a couple of different ways. I do that in the more traditional sense of business coaching. But I also do fractional business management. So if there are some special initiatives or projects, it's a perfect match for that.
I love that. I love the little poem. That's all catchy. Love it.
You want creativity? That's me too.
That's right. I love it. Okay. So what do you believe has been the biggest reason for your success or impact?
So I was thinking about this kind of on the way over, and I really think it just has to do with the fact that I'm just me. I'm just a genuine person. I will tell you like it is, but I'll do it with diplomacy. And so there's that real ability to relate to people, and I think that probably plays a lot into it. So
you tell people nicely that not to be lazy or not to...
Maybe we do things a little differently.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay, what advice would you give to someone who wants to make a difference in this community?
So I'm going to take a page right out of what it was when I moved to the community. I just found something to start getting involved in. And from there, it just kind of snowballs, and you really look for what fuels you, right? Kind of the older you get in life, you finally understand that you have to have something that fuels you back or feeds you more. Yeah. And so that's just finding volunteer opportunities. If you're a business owner, getting involved with the chamber, there's a ton there that you can do. So that's what I would say.
Yeah. Well, we really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Picking the chamber as one of your places to volunteer. So ambassadors are so important to the chamber. What keeps you saying yes to serving and showing up again and again?
I'm going to go back. It fuels me. I love being one of the first people that newer businesses get in contact with in the community, or I reach out to them. There's a great group of ambassadors that we all have that same goal. But I just love doing it. I call them, I try and stop by, email them. It's awesome just to get to know more people in the community.
Yeah, good. All right, the Chamber's word for 2026 is believe. Who is someone who has believed in you, and how did that impact you?
I am really fortunate to be able to say that my parents even, this point in life, right? Your parents, I still call my mom most days, and she's still like, go get them, so she really believes in what I'm doing, but also in who I am. And that's just played a really crucial role in me just kind of getting through things.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us on the podcast. And thank
you.
you for all of your volunteer work serving as a chamber ambassador. And congratulations again.
Thank you. It's exciting.
Yep. Good.
Thank you.
We're excited to be here with Drew Hudson, our Public Servant of the Year. Woo! Yay! Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you, Terry.
When you first heard your name called, what went through your mind?
Oh, wow. Well, first, when you were giving the wonderful introduction of the award, I was like, wow, this person sounds awesome. And then you start talking about the jail, and I was like, surely she's not talking about me. And then you called my name, and I was like, oh, that was me. Is that my name? But it was definitely a surprise, and it was amazing.
Good. We like for it to be a surprise.
Definitely.
So we appreciate, that was a big undertaking, and so we totally appreciate.
Yes, thank you.
Everybody getting moved safely, and for officers and inmates. Okay. In a minute or less, your elevator pitch version, tell listeners what you do and who you serve.
Yes. So I work at the Walton County Sheriff's Office. I started my career in 2010 in the jail, and then I worked in patrol, and then I was a criminal investigator for 10 years. And then I had the opportunity to come back home to the jail to make a difference. So that's where I have been for the last 3 years.
Awesome. Okay, so what do you believe has been the biggest reason for your success and impact?
Oh man, I've had many mentors over the years when I started at the sheriff's office. Many in the jail, many on patrol, many in investigations, and just taking them, teaching me and taking in their knowledge, and they actually believed in me, and just showing me the way. That has been my biggest reason for where I am now.
Yeah, awesome. As mentors are super important.
Very much so.
So, what advice would you give to someone who wants to make a difference in the community?
The smallest thing can make a difference. There are so many opportunities here in Walton County that you wouldn't even know of until you start talking to people and you see where the need is. So even just if you think what you're doing is very small, is actually really huge to at least one person.
Yes. Yep. Just one person.
Just one person.
Yep. So what do you wish people better understood about public service in general?
Oh man. Public service is not just a job or a career. It is a calling. You actually have to want to make a difference in the lives of the people you serve. And then one of the biggest things I've learned is it's larger than one person.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. So the Chamber's word for 2026 is believe, and you've already used that today.
Yes.
That was fantastic. But who is someone specifically who believed in you, and how has that impacted you?
I have to say my husband, Alex, he is my biggest coach on the hardest days, sleepless nights, stressful days. He's my words of encouragement. And he always tells me, remember why you got into this. Remember what you're doing, and you can do it.
Thank you so much for being with us today. And again, congratulations. So
Thank
deserving
you
so
of a
very
public
much.
servant.
So
Awesome.
Thank you. So excited to be here with our Small Business of the Year, the Eulalia Group. Woo! Okay, let's have each one of you introduce yourself, and then we'll get started.
Awesome. So I'm Susan Sykes. I'm realtor and broker with the Eulalia Group Real Estate.
And my name's Ramsey Ray. I'm the property manager and realtor.
My name is Chad Draper with the Eulalia Group. I'm the team leader.
Awesome. So, congratulations. I don't know who's taking which questions. I'm just going to ask, and y'all answer. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. When you first heard your name called, what went through your mind?
Oh my goodness. Well, when I first heard our name called, the leading up to it, the description of what the company is like, you started getting your heart started beating faster, and it was super exciting. As a small business, I think that you kind of don't expect to get certain things that, but so for our name to be called, it was a true honor. It really was very exciting. Yeah. So nice that we were all together to be able to experience it.
I know, that was awesome. Okay, in a minute or less, your elevator version, tell our listeners what you do and who you serve.
We're a vertically integrated real estate development, construction, property management, and real estate sales team, and we serve all the people of Walton County.
What does that mean? What is vertically for the listeners that don't understand what that is?
We perform a lot of tasks that, whether you're buying a building or selling a building or a home, we can remodel it. We can act as your real estate agent. We can manage the property if you decide to turn around and rent it. So sort of all of the above tasks combined.
Yeah, awesome. One-stop shop.
One-stop shop.
Awesome. What do you believe has been the biggest reason for your success and impact?
I think that what sets us apart, and one of the biggest reasons that we've been so successful, is that it's not just about a transaction. It's about taking care of a client and making sure that we're the best stewards of their time and finances as possible. And that goes for real estate, development, for construction. It goes for all of it. It's not just about having that invoice that goes out and gets paid. It's about making those relationships, not unlike the Chamber of Commerce, relationships that last a lifetime. We want to be here for you during those transactions throughout your life, but also, when you need help, when you lose a family member, or you have someone that's sick, or you have a baby, and we get to celebrate those wins and losses. We want to be here for all of it.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, what advice would you give to someone who wants to make a difference in this community?
Well, I would say get involved. Volunteer, be a member of the chamber, find other groups that are important to be members of, go to all the festivals, get to know your neighbors, just be part of the community and find out what people need and help serve them.
Yeah, awesome. Love it. Okay, so what's one lesson you've learned as a small business owner that really shaped your journey?
I would say surround yourself with people that are smarter than you, have mentors. There's people that have gone before you. What we're doing is not anything new necessarily, and there's people that have already done it. So look to other visionaries and leaders and follow what they have to teach.
Yeah, good. Let's have everybody answer the next question. The Chamber's word for 2026 is believe, as we revealed at the annual banquet. So who is someone who believed in you, and how has that impacted you? Who wants to go first?
I think, the obvious, my family, absolutely. My husband, my children, my father, my brother, all of that. But I think once I saw a change was once you surround, kind of like what Chad said, surrounding yourself with people that know more, also surrounding yourself with people that do believe in you, that you're like-minded, you can encourage each other, you can be a springboard for each other. So I would say, working with great people who share same interests and help believe in you.
Yes.
I would agree that, my parents and my husband, my kids, all help, in their way, but they're not really in it. But like the support they give and questions they ask about it make me sort of think about things differently. But then being on the team and being able to say, this isn't working, how should I do this better? And they have, a lot of experience between the two of them that's really helped a lot. So they've been my mentors as well.
Yes.
I agree with Susan and Ramsey. I was going to say my wife first and foremost. She's very supportive of what I do, and so that's huge. And then also the team. It's great to come to a place where you feel you're trusted and believed, and you get along with each other, and it's real great to work in a situation like that. So
thank y'all for being with us today,
Thank you for
and again,
having us.
congratulations.
Thanks so much.
thank you so much.
Okay, our Large Business of the Year winner, Walton County Schools. Yay, congratulations, so exciting. All right, so when you heard your name called, what went through your mind first?
Wow, what an honor. It was pretty cool to have a few board members there with us. Obviously, being a large business, 2,000 employees, you want them to be part of it. And they're not, obviously you can't put 2,000 people there, but yeah, what a great honor to be appreciated by the community.
Yeah. And so for our listeners out there, people don't think of Walton County Schools as being a business. They think of it as an organization, but it is totally ran just like a business. And all organizations should be.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So in a minute or less, your elevator version, this should be easy for you. Tell our listeners what you do, who you serve.
I serve children. Every decision we make in Walton County Schools is for the best of children. Mm-hmm. What helps a child? We all work for the children. The next level of that is teachers. Teachers touch the children every day. They're there with the children. Nobody cares who your superintendent is. Everybody cares who your child's teacher is. And we all are that way, myself included. So, yes, we work for children and we want to do what's best for them. But really, the people who serve the teachers serve the children, and they're our primary focus for as adults.
Yeah, awesome. What do you believe has been the biggest reason for your success and impact?
Great people around me. I've had the fortunate opportunity to hire some really good people, to inherit some really good people already in place. We talked years ago about stealing from Kirby Smart and Nick Saban the theory of we want average to be uncomfortable. We want to have great teachers in Walton County so that if you walk into one of our schools and somehow you get here and you're average, that you don't feel comfortable. That we have so many great teachers, the level of instruction is so good that I don't feel comfortable if I'm an average teacher. I got to be great to belong here. To belong in this organization, I've got to be great. And we're getting closer and closer to that every day. The instruction that goes on in our classroom, the passion that our teachers teach with. When we're having snow days and teachers are going, hey, we need to get back in school tomorrow because I have this objective to meet. And that's a great teacher. Mm-hmm. You have some that across the country, they look for those days every day, and we all do. We all want a mental health day. But when you have teachers that are, we got to get back to school, I've got to get this taken care of for kids, that's where you want to be.
Yeah, I love that. What advice would you give to someone who wants to make a difference in the community?
I think there are two overwhelming issues in all communities right now. One is, and we're talking about it as a district right now, is loneliness. People are lonely. We all recognize the 5-year-old on the playground that has no friends and sits and does not interact with others. Mm-hmm. We all recognize the 85-year-old in the nursing home who doesn't leave her room and doesn't interact with others. They're lonely. But I believe between 5 and 85, we're all lonely. Everybody has been lonely in the last 2 weeks. At some point, you're lonely. How do you create a community that makes the people around you feel like they belong? We're looking at that as a school system. How do we not only teach reading and writing, but give kids a sense of belonging, give them a place to be, make them feel connected? Part of the pros and cons that we're dealing with as we're growing in this world of technology is kids feel like they belong or are connected in a very temporary form through technology, mm-hmm. and they don't get the permanent long-term friend looking eye to eye, doing something together that we both enjoy face to face. And how do we rebring that back into the child's life? But not just the child, our entire community is there. So anything mm-hmm. we can do to make people feel connected, I think is huge. One of the byproducts that we deal with from this issue is mental health. That's an issue throughout society right now. So anything you can do to make another human being feel like they belong and are to fight the loneliness battle.
Yeah, I love that. I know that obviously being part of the chamber, we want everybody to feel connected.
Absolutely.
Right? And so we feel the same way about the person standing to the side at a networking event, right? Not engaging with everybody else. So how do we get them into the fold? And some of it's, introvert, extrovert kind of thing, but
correct.
How do we make them feel like they're part of the big group?
Right.
Yeah, I love that. What role does leadership play in creating a strong team culture?
Well, I think you have to be humble in leadership and appreciate the strengths of those around you. I think it's very important in that point because there's a fine line between guiding and driving the direction of the organization. Guiding is a team approach, and that's what you want, because the strength of the team is always better than the strength of the individual, no matter who the individual is and how strong you are. So realizing that, hey, I have the strength here, I have the strength here, and then putting those pieces together, instead of just trying to make every decision on your own, every guiding decision there. I think it's really important. We're very fortunate in Walton County that we have an outstanding governance team, and that's your Board of Education and your superintendent working together. We listen, we talk, we probably communicate on a daily basis. We know we only have 2 formal meetings a month, but we're communicating on a daily basis of what the needs are and what we're doing. And that ability for us at the highest level with our board members is what allowed Walton County to stand above others around us.
Yeah, I love that. It's funny that we're filming this today. The day before, you're going to be with Miss Infinger teaching our youth leadership juniors all about team and how to build an effective team. And I know that you have some coaching background as well, and you always tie that in. So y'all do a great job with that. I love that. So the Chamber's word for 2026 is believe. Who's someone who believed in you, and how did that impact you?
I've been fortunate to have a family throughout my life that's believed in me. Mother and father that worked very, very hard, taught me work ethic, taught me discipline at a young age, that let me continue to grow. And then I've been very fortunate in my adult life to have a wife and 2 children who support me. Sometimes I work a lot of long hours. Sometimes I'm on the phone at home until the whole time. I'm not engaged as I want to be as a parent, which I think is an issue in community, and I'm probably the headliner for not doing it well. But having a wife that is there to pick up the pieces when you're not doing your family responsibilities because of your job makes the job a lot easier for me, makes me able to do the job and remove some of the stress of being adequate at all parts of life. So I think my family's belief in me, my family's support has been huge. It's just something I couldn't live without.
Well, congratulations again to you, and thank you so much for joining me today on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. We're so excited to have Vickie Smith here, our J.L. McGarity winner. Yay! Thank you. So exciting. So first, congratulations to you. So deserving of the award for sure. All your work history here in Walton County. But when you first realized it was you or heard your name, what's the first thing that came to mind?
It was surreal. I came that night because I'm going to be retiring in June or July, and I wanted to be with my friends and with the business community that I've grown to love over the years. Never did I dream that I had even been nominated for an award, especially one with such honor as a J.L. McGarity Award. And so I was dumbfounded. It was a surprise.
Well, I'm glad it was a surprise. We love it when it's a surprise and we get to pull that off, but so deserving. So
Thank
congratulations. In a minute or less, your elevator version. Tell us what you do and who's impacted.
Okay. I have served as the executive director for Walton County Senior Citizens since 2001. I did internships back 100 years ago when I was in college, but have loved every minute of it. We serve people who are 60 or older in Walton County, and we provide a plethora of activities, including things that are fun, things that are useful, helpful, their meals, activities, things that we feel will help them live their best lives possible.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. I remember my great-grandmother used to go when it was over on Church Street to pottery at the Senior Citizen
That's
Center.
crazy.
So
I did an internship there.
You did?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yes. So Mary Evans was her name, and she was just awesome. But I remember, I still have some of her pottery pieces, so it's so fun.
That's great.
So what do you believe has been the biggest reason for your success or impact?
I think my love of people. I enjoy meeting people. I enjoy talking with people. I will be in restaurants and talk to people that I don't know. And they say, who is that? I have no idea.
Yes.
but my faith has played a big part in that too. I think that I believe the scripture that talks about, in as much as you've done it unto one of the least of these, you've done it to me. I think that's important. And even at an early age, there was a verse, maybe I was 12 or 13, that stuck with me. And it said, warn those that are unruly. There are some unruly seniors.
No.
Warn those that are unruly. Comfort those that are feeble. And encourage those that are downhearted, and be patient with all men. And I've tried to implement that into my life. And I feel like doing that and loving the people has given me great success, great satisfaction with my life.
I love that. I love that. Okay, what advice would you give someone who wants to make a difference in this community?
Oh, goodness. Okay, I think the most important thing is to realize we can't do it all by ourselves. We've got to be involved with others. God has placed us all here to make this stuff happen. And so I would recommend that people get out, volunteer, be a part of many things, listen to people, hear what their concerns are, what their needs are, and find where you're passionate. And that's where you plug in. And that's where you try to make the difference. And I found that as long as your motivation is good, success is always an outcome.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. Love it. So the Chamber's 2026 word is believe. Who's someone who has believed in you, and how has that impacted you?
So many I cannot name. Started with my parents and grandparents, and I have been so blessed throughout my life to have people who believed in me, who said, you can do this. And I actually believed them. And so I thought, yeah, I can do this. And I just, I read a book one time, and I don't remember who it's by, balcony people versus basement people. So I always say I've had so many balcony people who pull you up when you're going through difficult times, rather than people who pull you down. And I recognize that not everybody has been blessed to have that in their lives. So I want to be a balcony person. Yeah. I want to bring people up. I want to give them encouragement so that they can have the joy in life that I have.
I love that, a balcony person. Love that. So why is service such an important part of being a good leader?
Well, I think that anybody can be in a position of leadership, but I think that to be a true leader, you've got to have followers. And you've got to have people who see that you're committed and that you care about what you're doing. And once they see that, they buy into your ideas. And they will follow. They see that you have their best interest at heart. And again, loving the people you serve is so critical.
Yes, and I remember you even served on the county commission.
I did. I served on the county commission. I served on the school board down in Social Circle. I've been leaders of various activities. Loved, well, most of it. Loved most of it.
I understand.
Yeah, but it's been great.
Yeah, sometimes leadership's not fun, right?
That's right. Well, it's some work, There's work that you put into it, but it's all worth it.
Yes, absolutely. Well, again, congratulations to you. So deserving, and just so exciting to see you be surprised
it's an honor.
with this honor. One of our new awards this year was our Nonprofit of the Year, and congratulations to the Humane Society, our winner.
Thank you.
So first, congratulations.
Thank you.
When you realized it was you or heard us call out Humane Society of Walton County, what went through your mind?
I was really shocked, but like in an excited way. I think because we're so young, it felt really special for us to be chosen for that one this year.
Awesome,
Really awesome.
Well, y'all do some good work. In a minute or less, your elevator pitch. Tell the viewers what you do and who you serve.
Okay, so I'm with the Humane Society of Walton County. We are here to serve the pets and people of Walton County. Our biggest thing is community and helping the pets at animal control, or just county pets that are surrendered, just helping them find like a second chance in life and helping pair up people in the community. with new pets. And I think we also give a really cool place for people to volunteer for the community. And we're just really happy to be here.
Yeah, so I'm sure you have a whole process of adoption.
Yes.
You check out the family, you check
we
out.
do.
Yeah.
We do. We have implemented application process. We make sure that people are allowed to have pets where they live, because that has happened before where, oh yeah, we can have them, and no. But it's great because it makes us feel really good about where our animals are going, because we truly care about where they go. It's not about having a certain amount of adoption numbers and moving them quickly. We truly care about where they go, and that we want them to stay there. But we also want our adopters to know that we're here for them if they need support, maybe a trainer or whatever. We want to really build that relationship so that they know they can come to us for help.
Good. What do you believe has been the biggest reason for your success and impact?
Without a doubt, the community, the people, in every way. It's people that come every Friday to volunteer, like it's their job, or it's people that every quarter they want to send a check to help pay for, food and spays and neuters and things like that. So it's without a doubt, it's the community.
Yeah. What advice would you give someone who wants to make a difference in the community? You just kind of went for it.
Yeah. I would say go for it. Talk to people, because more likely than not, a lot of people probably feel the same way you do. They probably see that need that needs to be met in the community. And I've met some really awesome people that believe in the same thing, and I didn't know them before this. So I would just say talk to people in your community, and you probably share the same ideas, and y'all can work together to make something great happen.
Yeah, that's good. So what motivates you to keep doing this work even on the hard days?
It's the people and the pets. It's the good things. There's a handful of hard days, and on those days we talk to each other, we talk it out, and we're like, but look at all the good, and just knowing that when we say yes, like we are impacting so many different people and animals, and just to kind of keep chipping away at it.
Yeah. Yep. Just one at a time.
Yeah.
One pet at a time. One family at a time. So the Chamber's word this year is believe. So who is someone who has believed in you, and how has that impacted you?
I would say my dad. My dad was very instrumental in helping us get started. He helped us with the property we're on and the building that we renovated. It would be my dad.
Yeah.
He's really great. He's a good listener, and it's pretty cool when he looks and says, hey, I think you're onto something. I think we should do this.
Yeah. So. That's awesome. That's good. So Daryl, if you're listening out there.
Yes.
There you go. All right. We're excited to be here with the Woman of the Year.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you.
Miss Rebecca Daniel. And you go by Becky, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So first, congratulations. So when you heard your name, what went through your mind?
Wow, it was a really big shock to me because I did not know that. First of all, I didn't know it was an awards dinner. I thought I was coming to a chamber fundraiser.
Okay.
So there was a lot of surprises that night for me, but it was a big surprise. Of course, while she started reading it out, and I had kind of put the pieces together that this is me before they said my name, but honestly, as she was reading out like different, career accomplishments and whatnot, the real thing I was thinking about is I was reliving those as risky decisions that I had made and I wasn't sure about. So hearing those listed as accomplishments, it really made that all these past few years seem a lot more sane and less crazy than they seemed in my head at the time that we were doing it. So I do highly recommend reading out your crazy decisions as accomplishments instead. It makes you sound a lot less crazy.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, but that's what I was thinking while she was reading through all of those.
So once you realized it was you, you're like, oh, I'm not so crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love it. Okay, so in a minute or less, your elevator pitch. Who do you serve? What do you do?
Okay, so I own Balanced Bodies Wellness Clinic in Monroe, and we're a wellness clinic. So that means we're a clinic for people who want to take more control over the direction of where their health is going. So that might be normal people who have told they have normal labs, but they don't feel normal, or people who struggle with chronic illnesses and they're just wanting some extra support to help them navigate and support the therapies they're on. We do this with medical weight loss, hormone replacement, gut repair, inflammation. We help reduce inflammation, cellular repair, mitochondrial therapies, vitamins. And yeah, so we mostly see adults though.
Wow,
That's our
that's a
patients.
lot.
But yeah, so we really love to see patients who have a lot of interest invested in their health care and they want more help with that. And we offer all of that support.
Where are you located?
We are right here in downtown Monroe, 128 South Broad Street.
Awesome. Good. So what do you believe has been the biggest reason for your success or impact?
That's a tough one. But a couple reasons, I think a couple things. Number one, we authentically care about our patients. So the primary goal of the clinic was to help people before they got sick. And so every day we show up to the clinic authentically caring about each patient that we see. And I think people can feel that and see that, hopefully. And that has really helped contribute to our success. And I've had 20 years of medical experience in different fields. And it's really been neat to see how all of my past experience and career experience, I'm able to bring that into this clinic. Before I was a nurse practitioner, I actually did research in biomedical engineering, and my specialty was stem cell research and mitochondrial repair. So I'm able to take that experience and knowledge and bring it into the clinic to offer maybe some different point of views onto healthcare. And I think that has really helped us be successful as well.
That's very cool. Very cool. So what advice would you give to someone who wants to make a difference in this community?
I think that if you're the person that notices a need somewhere, go ahead and be the one that steps up and just get started on it. If you notice that something needs to be done, don't wait for someone else to do it. No matter how small you might feel like you're starting out, because that's kind of what I felt like I was doing. I thought we were just going to reach as many people as we can. And it grew into something a lot bigger than I expected. So whatever small changes you can do to help your community, you never know when that turns into something really big. But there's always needs, and we always need people to step up. So I think just following whatever your vision is and what you see is really important.
Yeah, I was thinking about you saying earlier, like all those risky decisions, right? So sometimes you just make them.
Yeah, go ahead and list them as an accomplishment.
Yes.
And then go that direction.
Yes. Okay. What encouragement would you give to women stepping into leadership roles?
Well, it can feel kind of lonely sometimes as a female and going into leadership roles. So I think I would tell women out there is you're definitely not alone. There are a lot of people, other women, business owners rooting for you, and they are wanting you to succeed. And even if you're not seeing them right in front of you, go find those groups of women that will show you that support. It's been hugely encouraging in my life, having my female business leaders around me. And I would also tell them that you're not here by accident. If you're stepping into a leadership role, you're here by intention, and you were meant to be there, and embrace that.
Yeah. Love it. Okay, so the Chamber's word this year is believe. And so who is someone who's believed in you, and how has that impacted you?
I really love this word. I really probably could have incorporated that into any question that you just asked me. So Brandon, my husband and owner over at Balanced Bodies, he definitely believes I can do anything. He believes in me a lot, and it's really helped push me forward probably when I didn't believe in myself. And then also our patients. Every time somebody shows up, if they hadn't believed in me so much, they show up and say, hey, this is what I need. And I think I was told if I talked to you, you could help me. And probably in my mind, I might doubt myself. But the belief that I get from the patients and Brandon and the other people in the community, it really pushes me forward to know that I can do this and to not doubt myself.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that their support has meant so much.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Vickie. I really appreciate it, and congratulations again to you for Woman of the Year.
Thank you so much.
It's time for what we do after every episode, our rapid fire. So here we go. Coffee or sweet tea?
Coffee with honey and cinnamon and nutmeg.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Coke Zero.
Coffee for sure.
Both. I'm a caffeine addict. I start the morning with coffee. That goes about midday. There's some crossover where the tea comes involved or Diet Coke. But I am caffeine all day, every day. That's probably not a good thing, but that's true.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Sweet tea.
Early bird or night owl?
Early bird. And that's mostly because of my cats and dogs.
Night owl.
Early bird.
Night owl.
Early bird.
Early bird.
Definitely early bird.
Okay, I didn't see you as the night owl, but I don't know. You went skydiving recently, and that
I
did shock
did.
me. That did
That's
shock me
fun.
about you.
Night owl, definitely.
Early bird.
Email or phone call?
Phone call. You get so much from that personal connection.
Email.
Email.
Text.
Ramsey stole my answer. Text.
Phone call, 100%.
Phone call.
Phone call.
Email.
Big picture or details?
Am I allowed to say both?
Sure.
I'm going to say both. I love talking with people and seeing their, I love to try and draw an end line for them, but then work out the details too.
Details.
Both. Big picture and then get to the details.
I probably a little more details.
I would say big picture for sure.
Big picture.
Details.
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 Finish this sentence. Walton County is a special place because...
It is such a comforting environment, right? You can get everything you need here, so you're not far away from big city things, but it still has that amazing rural small community feel.
The people.
The people.
It's home.
The community.
Yeah.
The people that live here.
I was born and raised here and love the people of Walton County. They're great.
The community.
It's my home.
Thank you so much for joining us for this special In the Loop episode featuring our 78th Annual Walton County Chamber Banquet Award winners. Congratulations again to all of our winners. Thank you for your support of our local business community. Thank you for joining us on In the Loop. If you enjoyed today's conversation, share it with others, and don't forget to follow or subscribe so you never miss another episode. We'll see you next time, and until then, stay connected.